Dear students, welcome back. So we'll continue with the session quadrilateral. So I'm Mrs. Pratibha. So I'm going to continue with the topic quadrilateral. So in this today's session, we are going to learn about the midpoint theorem. So and what is midpoint theorem? So this is something about the midpoints we talk. So midpoint of what it is not given, the triangle quadrilateral. Yes, so here we are going to talk through the midpoint theorem for the triangle, and that concept will be applied to the quadrilateral. So what does that midpoint theorem states? The line segment, so it states that the line segment joining the midpoint of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and half of it. We'll start with the proof. So what is given? We have a triangle ABC. Given ABC is a triangle. So under the triangle, the midpoint, let me call E and F are the midpoint of AB and AC respectively. Okay. Now to prove, the line segment joining the midpoint of those two that triangle, that is EF, will be parallel to BC, parallel to the third side, and EF is half of BC. This is what we have to prove. Okay, so first we are talking about a triangle. Now let us continue. So proof. So we have proof. So before doing the proof, let's do some construction. Now let us draw CD parallel to BE. Let's draw CD parallel to BE. Okay, CD. This is CD and join E, F and D. Next you join F and D. Now we obtain three triangles. 1, 2, 3 triangles. Okay. Now this is equal to this and this is equal to this. This side is equal to this side we have. Right? Okay. Since it's already given, B and F are the midpoints of AB and AC. Now from triangle FBC and triangle AEF, see, we know that these two sides are equal because already this two F is the midpoint. So we already know that AF is equal to FC. It's already known. It's given. Okay. Yes. Next, what do we have here? Since we know that this line, you can see that this CD is parallel to DE. That means DE. CD is parallel to, we are drawing a CD parallel to AB, you can say, or DE also fine, DE or AB, it is one and the same. So these two lines are parallel. These two lines are parallel. This will act as a transversal. So which two angles? This angle will be equal to this angle. So I can say that angle AEF will be equal to angle FBC. These are alternate interior angles. Okay. So similarly, these two lines are parallel. If you are taking this as a transversal, AC as a transversal for that those two, these two lines are parallel. If you are taking this as a transversal, then you will have this angle will be equal to this angle, right? Because it's parallel, so alternate interior angles are equal. Therefore, we have FAE will be equal to angle FAE. Okay, FAE is equal to AE is equal to angle this angle, right? That is FCD. CD. So this angle we have, and we have these are vertically opposite angles. These are the vertically opposite angles. So we have that also concept along with that. Yes. So we have here, yes, this angle is done. This angle is, this side is there. So we have this angle here. You can take this angle now, vertically opposite angle. This is angle EFA. EFA is equal to angle BFC. This is alternating angle. This is vertically opposite angle. Now, by which congruence criteria we can prove the sides are equal here? So, we can prove that triangles are congruent. So, here it is angle, here it is side, and here we have one more angle. Therefore, this one is not required. Therefore, by ASA, a congruence rule, we can say that the triangle, I'll do it here. Therefore, the triangle AFE is congruent to triangle A. So A is corresponding to this angle. So this will be, and then AF. Then it comes to this equal. So it is CFD, congruent to CFD. So we got the triangles as congruent. AFE is equal to CFD. So again by CPCT, what you can say? So these two sides are already equal. Now between FD, FE falls, right? So we have FD is equal to FE. And what else we have? FD is equal to FE. And then AE is equal to CD. AE is equal to CD by CPCT. You can see AE is equal to CD. Yes, by CPCT. Therefore, these two are equal. Therefore, what you can say? So this side is equal to this side, right? So this side, these two sides will be equal. These two sides are equal. Therefore, BE is equal to AE is equal to CD. Therefore, I can say BE is equal to CD, and BE is already given parallel to CD. Therefore, what do we get? We get BCDE. BCDE is a parallelogram because opposite sides are parallel and equal. So then it becomes a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. Since it's a parallelogram, so even these two sides will also be equal. Therefore, what we'll have, BC will be equal to ED, right? But ED, we know that EF is equal to FD. We have proved that EF is equal to FD. So ED will be, so ED here will be 2 times EF. 2 times EF. So, therefore, 2 times EF. Therefore, you can say that EF is half of BC. EF is equal to half of BC. That means line segment joining the midpoint of any two sides of triangle is parallel to the third side and half of it. Okay, we will also have a converse. If the line segment join, if the two line segment is in a triangle is parallel to the third side and half of it, then those two line segment joining any two sides will be the midpoint. So it will be the midpoint, so that we have a converse also of this theorem. So that's all for this session. Thank you.